Joining us tonight, James Kallstrom, former assistant director of the FBI. He served nearly 30 years with the Bureau, and it is great to have you with us. Great to see you.
27 years, good years.
Those are great years for the country, too, because your service, it was a different time, the FBI, a different organization.
Ronald Reagan.
Yep.
Now we have Donald Trump.
You better believe it. And they stand as pillars in the pantheon of presidents. And they have made such an impact, this president already. It's hard to believe he hasn't even been in office 2 years. And meanwhile, the deep state, the radical Dems are going after him like dogs. And in the Republican Party leadership, the rhinos, McConnell and Ryan, don't stand with him. And as a matter of fact, they provide support and substance to the
They are so paid off and so weak and so. I mean, if I had my sidearm, I'd have to hold my hand down not to shoot the television out when I see Ryan talking. I mean, and just the way he has absolutely had no support whatsoever for this president. Look at what he's done for our economy. Look what he's done for the middle class, lower class, all classes of people.
Right.
I mean, lowest employment rates across the board. And then we hear this Strzok now. We see his some more of his communications.
Peter Strzok, the FBI,
where he wants to hold on to all his clearances and all his ability to classify and unclassify, so he can really churn up the whole conspiracy over there while he's working for Bob Mueller.
Yeah, it's to have him near the special counsel in any capacity is stunning to begin with. The fact that Mueller dismissed him without even considering the reasons that he had done so. These texts that he's looking at that basically scream subversion of a presidency, and not one question from the special counsel of Peter Strzok.
Of course, he never told anybody either.
No, he forgot to mention that.
He forgot to mention that.
There's so much that the special counsel hasn't mentioned.
You know, he takes a 14-year-old case that apparently they couldn't make a case 14 years ago.
Right.
You know. So what do? They send they go in the middle of the night, serve search warrants for his family. I mean, just the way they've treated this guy. He's in solitary confinement by the judge in the D.C. circuit. I mean, just an outrage the way they've dealt with this.
And they've carefully selected the juries and the venues for their advantage. And understandably, that's what you would want to do, I guess, if you're a prosecutor or a defense attorney. But to do so heavy-handedly, so obviously biased and completely outside the bounds of just fundamental common sense and decency and judgment.
Our system of laws has to treat everybody the same, from the chairman of the bank to the guy, the drug dealer. Everybody has to have the same respect. And what they've done, in just the way they searched Donald Trump's lawyer, the way that was handled, just
you don't even hear anything. There's no discussion now amongst the professionals, that is the American Bar Association, the attorneys. They're all like hyenas attacking carcasses, instead of talking about elevating the standards, the conduct of investigators to the standards that are required by law.
And of course, no discussion of grand juries.
No.
You know, the Intelligence Committee in the House did a great job. He's the one shining light, really.
Absolutely.
You know, but until we can actually see what's in those affidavits, you know, the original one and then the continuations, you know, the regulations say, you get the order and you're proclaiming that there's some kind of a offense, you know, some sort of a crime going on or some sort of counterintelligence investigation. Well, you have to show after the first period of time, if it's 90 days or whatever, you have to show some sort of progress, you know, and you have to document that to the judge to continue, you know, the fact you're intercepting somebody. You have to. So when we find out what's actually in these affidavits,
which we still don't know,
you know, it's going to be a big day, and a lot of people are going to feel the heat of the law. Well, they should, because
James
it's an outrage.
Still sitting out there in the wings, waiting his turn. He comes out still sanctimonious, still self-righteous, and still so compromised, and I think personally so corrupt.
And a total lack of common sense. I mean, the guy, you know, he's an educated moron. I mean, he just absolutely, you know, look what he did to the FBI. You know, no leadership, no discipline, no nothing.
You get the last word here. Where does this end in your view right now?
I don't know what's going to happen with the Attorney General. And the Deputy Attorney General is, you know, he needs to be not the Deputy Attorney General, but somebody needs to impanel a grand jury. I mean, these are the most outrageous crimes conducted in the United States in my history.
Yeah, much bigger than Watergate. I think we both agree.
Much bigger than that.
Jim Kallstrom, as always, great to see you, my friend.
Thank you, Lou.
Thanks so much.